Today is the day. What is up, everyone? I go by the name Izzy Lucid, and you are tuned into another episode of Improve Thyself 101. So grab your books, grab your notes, grab your pens. Today we talk about self-doubt. So if you're not familiar with what Improve Thyself 101 is, please rewind back to the first episode of the series and you will get the full scoop on what I am talking about. Today's quote is a bit of a thinker. How I got to this quote is I was at the Bass concert when he hit Santon, a Santon club known as the Sands, and he performed there. And I managed to get a conversation in with Said Breeze. Now, if you do not know who Said Breeze is, he is Cedric Brown. He does a lot of shit for J. Cole and the entire Dreamville team. Here's how the conversation went, just a little reenactment. I was talking to him and I asked him, what does someone like me have to do to get into Dreamville? He told me, do things in your city, come up in your city and create your own buzz, and then you'll get the attention of whoever, blah, 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 blah. Then I asked him, but what if you have fear holding you back in terms of what if my shit's not good enough, etc. You know, the whole self-doubt thing. Oh, but I'm not good enough, but there's people that are better than me. No one really notices people here. And then he said something really profound that actually stuck in my head. If you're too focused on the industry being too oversaturated or your shit not being good enough, you really don't want it bad enough. It took Cole 10 years to get the deal with Hove and another 10 years to get where he is right now. If you just do you and stop caring about the other shit, you'll get it. What he's essentially saying here is just, if you're too worried about everything that could go wrong or everything that is wrong, you're focused on the wrong things, number one. And number two, if you're focused on those things, you don't want the good things bad enough. What do I mean? Or what does he mean? What do I mean by what he means? I realized that when I made the decision that my music is going to be a success no matter what happens, I stopped caring about all the other things. I stopped caring about what this person thinks. I stopped caring about whether I'm good enough or not. I stopped caring about the quality. Okay, not stop caring about the quality in terms of I just put shit out, doesn't matter what happens. I just stopped caring about overly obsessing about all the little details and the minute things that perfectionists tend to bust their brain over. You really don't want it bad enough if you're focused on the bad things, because if you think too much about why it'll fail, then it's definitely going to fail, because that's where you're throwing your energy. Everything in life is about energy and where you direct and distribute your energy to. So if you're distributing it to all the bad things and all the self-doubt and all the negative thoughts, and this is going back to a previous episode, I was talking about your negative conditionings, then that's what's going to come to fruition, because ultimately it's the law of attraction. Look, we're not saying that you just sit here and you think positive thoughts and then good things come and nothing bad ever happens to you. That's not really what I'm saying. It's just saying that despite the bad things that happen, you still push forward with this idea or this goal of yours, and you just keep going and you keep going and you keep going, because you aren't throwing any energy at the bad shit that's happening. You're not throwing any energy at your self-doubt, when in reality it's not really self-doubt, it's more just other people doubt that's masked itself as your own voice. And if you feed your positive affirmations and you feed whatever you learn on Improve Thyself 101, self-plug, you're gonna get those things. What you feed your subconscious, that feeds your actions, and your actions feed your results. Ooh, gem of wisdom. Oh, I should make a gem of wisdom alert. What you feed your subconscious ultimately feeds your actions, which feeds your results. Woo! You just have to keep feeding your thoughts positivity and follow things that inspire you and watch shit that makes you feel good. Don't spend time on negative shit. You do these little things day in and day out that eventually pile up and bring about a big change. So it's just doing that over and over and over, and not worrying about when shit happens, but just worrying about what you can do right now to feed your thoughts. And then the second part of this quote talks a bit about patience, which I've also spoke about on a previous episode. It says it took Cole 10 years to get the deal with Hove and another 10 to get where he is. The last part of this quote, he says, if you just do you and stop caring about the other shit, you'll get it. If you just do you. Now this part of the quote speaks on authenticity, the importance of being yourself, the importance of showing yourself fully in whatever you do, in your art or in your job or in, your relationships, just putting yourself out there fully and doing you. You do you. Once I stopped giving a shit about how many people are in music and how many people there are like trying to do exactly what I'm trying to do, how many people are trying to make it on YouTube, how many people are trying to get famous. Once I stopped focusing on that, and once I stopped focusing on, damn, is my shit really good enough? Like, is it up to standard with the greats, Drake, J. Cole? Is it as good as their shit? Am I worthy? It's just looking at what it is you can do right now. And like we spend so much time worrying about the future instead of using that time and that energy to do something about it, I've realized the power of using your time right now to influence what happens in the future. Focus on here, focus on right now, focus on what you can do. Stop caring about all that other shit. So, if you have anything to say about this quote, hit me up in the comments. Do the most and subscribe. Just remember, stop caring about that other bullshit. Do you. Fuck the self-doubt. And let's hit it on another episode of Improve Thyself 101 next time. Let me see you. Let me hear you. Let's go. Peace.